Virgo, welcome to your reading. Virgo, immediately, I was getting bad hair day for you. Someone's having a bad hair day. Okay, a bad hair day. Maybe your hair is just not doing what you want it to do. It's not looking the way you want it to look. It's just not. Okay? You're having a bad hair day, or someone around you is having a bad hair day. Virgo. Welcome if you are new to the channel. Okay. This week we're actually kind of examining the art of MC Escher. We're going to kind of get intuitive hits from his artwork and see how it affects the readings. We've been doing that thus far with all the signs. Okay. Let's get practical. Let's get right to it. I don't know why I said let's get practical. But you are very practical. Very, very, very practical sign. Okay. We're going to pull the oracle card, but we're going to, for you, but read it at the end. Okay? Let's get a clear message for Virgo. For Virgo, split on exposed. Exposed and revealed. So we feel exposed. Or you've exposed something. We see something very clearly. We see something very clearly. Or we didn't see something very clearly. Maybe because you're having a bad hair day, you just don't, something about you don't like your appearance or something, and so it's kind of, nothing can go right because you just, can't, don't want to go anywhere, don't want to do anything, don't want to be bothered because no, just no. Let me know if you're dealing with Cancer. They kind of got that message. Just no. Just no. For Virgo. The Oracle's Gift. Some of you may want to do like a tea leaf reading or coffee cup reading. Maybe you're interested in doing those, or you need one. The Oracle's Gift. You're getting a new gift, Virgo. You're understanding a new gift, or you're exercising a new talent, a new skill. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the drawing for just a second by MC Escher. See if I get anything off of this. I feel like you're waiting for inspiration, like you're trying to be inspired. Or someone could be waiting to see what you're going to do. The idea that someone's waiting to see what another person is going to do before they do something. How much knowledge then do you have? You have a skill that you need to learn. Got it. You have a skill or a new talent that you need to learn, or that you got to get good at, or you feel like you got to perfect, which is the Virgo trait, right? We got to perfect this thing or understand this thing in as much detail as possible. Okay. The answer to truth already is that you do understand it, but maybe you still need things broken down in steps. You need the action plan, the steps. Give it to me straight. And it doesn't have to be wishy-washy. It doesn't have to be all over the place. I just need practical steps, 1, 2, 3, in succession, okay, of what do I do next? What do I do next? What do you do? What's next, Virgo? Step by step. Okay. Now this could be you wanting to be able to copy something or do something on your own. It could be someone like I hate to use this example, but it's like copying the work of another person and trying to implement it yourself without necessarily having gone through the training yourself. But I don't think that that's quite it. Maybe someone, now again, because Virgo, you do the work. You are the sign of work. We know you do the work. So Leo kind of got that message. It was about someone riding their coattails a little bit, where you feel like you've got to stay ahead of someone. There's always someone else in front of you. Last week, as a matter of fact, you and Leo, and you guys are paired, of course, but maybe some of you are paired with a Leo. Maybe your significant other is a Leo. But anyway, you and Leo's identifiers were missing in the readings. I noticed that by the time we got to Libra's reading, because there was no room for error, right? There was no room for error in Libra's reading. And it's about not cheating. And not cheating, not being authentic, okay? And working from that place of integrity. So, Virgo, you didn't have you had all the skill, you had all the knowledge, you had the credentials, but you didn't have an identity. Because your identity had been stolen. It had been stolen or appropriated from something or someone else. You weren't acting as the real you. It was you, but you just didn't have proof. You didn't have proof that it was you. So I made sure your identity card was here this week to make sure you're here, you're present. So you fixed something in the last week. You have managed to get your identity back. You've managed to get your calling card back. Maybe some of you had to renew like a driver's license or a passport or something like that. You have your ID again. Your identity. Your identity. Huh. Your identity. But what about your identity? Your identity is in question? In question? Identity in question. Interesting readings for you, Virgo. I mean, okay. The world, yeah. About travel or to enter the labyrinth. To exit the labyrinth. To exit the labyrinth, you have to have a card. You have to have proof of. You could be even like at a terminal. I'm getting like ports of entry. I'm getting gates. I'm getting portals. I'm getting timeline portals. For some of you, we're re-entering the labyrinth, right? Look what the crocodiles are doing here. Someone's at a port of entry, and they got to enter the water in order to come out on the other side, in order to follow in the footsteps and the path of another person. And this could be a teacher, it could be an ascended master, or whoever. This is the path that we have to follow. Or you could start here. I don't know where you're starting on this journey. We started at the end. Ooh, we're starting at the end, the world. We're starting at the end. Starting at the end, Virgo. Okay. Starting at the end. To get back to the beginning. Maybe we got to trace our steps. We got to go back the way we came, or we got to. Because once you hit the water here, you're frozen. You're frozen in time, kind of like this pond here. This water is still. It's like it's frozen. You maybe could live somewhere cold. I'm seeing like ice skating. I'm seeing like a frozen pond. Like a frozen pond. Maybe you live somewhere like this where the water freezes. Ooh. Or maybe you need to go somewhere like this. Maybe you need to go somewhere where it was a higher climate, a higher temperature. Because you got to somehow figure out how you're going to get across this water. You got to wait for something to freeze in order to cross. Because if you don't, if it's not frozen when you cross, you contend with the gators, the crocodiles. The obstacles in the water your enemies are frozen frozen in time right now. Your enemies are frozen, Virgo. Wow. Your enemies are frozen. I'm seeing dinosaurs. Like, yeah, like an ice age. Ice age. Like being frozen in time. Like big ass apex predators stuck in the rocks, stuck in the ice. Stuck. Something is stuck. You or this thing that was after you is stuck. Is stuck. Technically, there you are. Or it could be you with the king of junk. That's the king of pentacles. It could be you. Something's stuck and it's not moving. We're starting at the end. Not at the beginning. We're starting at the end. And it's just the beginning. But that's the world, right? It's closing out a cycle and beginning one all at the same time. That's the portal. But to get through this portal, I don't know if you're doing the following or the leading in this particular scenario, Virgo. Let's see. Let's check out your root energy. What's going on for Virgo? At the root. This is the Labyrinth tarot that I'm using. The Labyrinth. Love the Labyrinth. Maybe that movie's relevant to you as well. Ooh, Judgment. Logic quest. One of us always tells the truth, and one of us always lies. You gotta pick a door, right? Pick a door to go on. How do you know which one's telling the truth? One of us always tells the truth, and one of us always lies. Logic time. Logic quest. Judgment. Okay. Blue and red. One of you. Oh, goodness. Maybe you and Leo kind of work together in this sense. I love this. I love this. One of us always tells the truth. But if you were telling the truth, that means he wouldn't be. How do you know? You could be telling the truth, but then you wouldn't be. You could be lying, but then you would be. One of us always tells the truth, and one of us always lies. Red pill or blue pill? The blue pill is the liar. The blue one, the blue is liar. Blue is lying. This water is lying. And we're lying. Blue is the throat chakra, right? Let's get through it. And Judgment. Who represents Judgment? That's Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel rules the throat chakra. Okay, we're starting to see a pattern here. You can't get through unless you tell the truth. You have to tell the truth about something. That's why someone's feeling exposed. We have a lot of blue here all of a sudden. A lot of blue, Virgo. Even in this teacup, right? The tea. We're getting the tea on a situation. The Oracle's gift is the ability to tell the truth. And maybe even to force you to tell the truth. We're in the truth-telling phase. Truth tellers. Someone told the truth. Someone told a truth. Someone exposed the truth. Ooh. Exposed a truth. Virgo, you're exposing a truth about a situation. You're being called to do it. Divine is literally calling you, for many of you, because this is at the root chakra, the red. Oh, wow. More deep messages for you. We're called to have truth at the foundation, at the root chakra. The root chakra is red. Remember? The root. He's telling the truth. The root. Isn't that funny? How the color that represents truth, blue, isn't always telling the truth. It's protection. It's protection. That is interesting. Blue is actually lying, right? It uncovers the lie. Sacral. We have the Six of Junk. Six of Junk, which is the Six of Pentacles. which is about reciprocity. It's also about participation. You're being called to give in a situation, or something needs to be given back. Where were we fair? Where were we equal? Balance in a situation. I'm seeing keys. Again, we have a gold key and a silver key. One is up, one is down. There's a lot of symbolism here, Virgo. One of us always tells the truth and one of us always lies. Two parts of yourself. It could even be like two aspects of yourself. Do you feel like you tend to lie in certain situations but not others? It depends what it is that you're protecting. Where you have to. Sometimes lying is a skill, guys. Sometimes lying is needed, too, depending on what you're hiding or what needs to be hidden. Or maybe even protected. Sometimes lying is useful when it's for the right reason. When it's for the right reason, Virgo. I'm not saying you did that. I'm just saying the energy is expressing itself, okay? Take nothing seriously. Take nothing internally unless it's yours. Okay. At the solar plexus, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse at the solar. We don't want to fight. Definitely don't want to fight with this Leo. We don't want the internal battle. We don't want the competition. It's been competition. There's been a lot of arguments over the real truth of the matter, over who's been giving fairly, who's been given enough, who's doing the giving at all, and who's receiving judgment for the drama here, for the drama that something was caused at the solar plexus. This is in our powerhouse, right? Our core energy, the powerhouse. We have a lot of chaos here. It could even be kind of like chaos magic, maybe. Maybe chaos magic. Someone doesn't want you to have power. Or they want to have it ahead of you. Sorry. We're going to keep referencing our artwork here because it's today's tool, right? Okay, so where we can agree, where everyone's starting from, there's a dried up, old, dead situation here that can't be maintained anymore. I feel like everyone's coming out of the desert, okay? And I really feel like it's coming from your career sector. It could be a relationship, but for now, until I see it, for now, let's say it's a career sector. Here's the pool of water. We've been in the desert, in this plant here, with the cacti. Cacti are self-sufficient, self-reliant as well. Everyone now was frozen in time. Okay, this water, this pool of information is dead. It's frozen. It's no use to you. It's of no use to you because you can't do anything with it. It's useless. It's useless knowledge, useless information. You can't do anything with it. At the same time, you can't stay stuck. You can stay stuck in a situation if you do nothing. So these crocodiles have to make their way on their journey now. I'm seeing the land before time. What? Oh, all my childhood memories are coming back. The land before time with Littlefoot and Ducky. Oh. Something about your past. Maybe you need to connect with your childhood. The land before time. That was a pretty pastime favorite. And little dinosaurs, right? Prehistoric reptilians. The land before time was even a construct. Time is just a construct, right? Who needs time? This could be how your partners are taking care of you, how you're taking care of yourself. Time is just a construct. Have you seen those reels, those memes those guys are doing? Where the woman or the guy, or who the woman typically comes in bitching at the husband. And she's like, why are we late? Why are we this, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, as she's getting in the car, he's just handing her a plate of food. and a bonnet to put on her head and a neck pillow and a blanket, and he's just getting her ready. She's just, oh, it's like it immediately shuts her up that she's hungry, right? And that's really what the source of her anger, that's where it's coming from. The source of her anger is coming from being hungry. She's hungry. These dinosaurs, right? These dinosaurs, this T-Rex here, he's been frozen in time and he hasn't eaten in a while. Ooh. So he's starving. He is literally starving, Virgo. Some of you have had to undergo, like, harsh conditions, harsh weather. You've undergone some harsh weather. Someone around you is undergoing harsh weather, harsh climate, right? Harsh conditions. Ooh, harsh at the plexus. 5 of Wands. They want out of it. Help. I need help. Okay? Land before time. These harsh conditions teach you about how to become a survivor, though. How to become self-reliant. I'm seeing fishing. Fishing is significant. Fishing. Like ice fishing. You wait on the right opportunity and you catch the right fish. Knowing, catch a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. We're learning the skills required to teach ourselves for a lifetime so that we don't have to be reliant on anyone else. So you don't have to be reliant on a guru or some spiritual leader to teach you about who you really are, to teach you life lessons. Mind you, the people that you have dealt with, or the false people that you have dealt with, have taught you life lessons, and that was necessary on your ascension. It was necessary for your growth, for your human experience. It's part of the human condition. We are spiritual beings embodying a human form, right? Spiritual beings having a human experience, but we still have to undergo the human experience, guys. And the human condition teaches us about how to survive in our environments. Yes. At the heart. Temperance. Ooh, let me know if you're dealing with a Gemini. Someone's going to have to bear the burden. Someone gets left behind at the door. Ooh. You see the door knockers? In order for one person to knock on the door or to open the door, one of these mouths, one of these gargoyle mouths has to hold this ring. Rings are significant. So one gets to rest and the other has to hold it at infinitum till the next person comes along. Okay? So there's something about sharing partnerships, sharing work equally. One person feels like they're doing all the work and the other person gets to rest and do nothing, or just to stand there, and the other person's just literally holding this ring in their mouth. Ooh, and they're doing this for a long time with temperance at the heart. At the heart. Temperance. Healing the heart. Now, it's interesting that temperance would be featured as a door knocker. That was a message for Gemini, but on my other channel, Gemini received in their Year of the Dragon reading, yes, a door knocker. Knock at the door. Careful what doors you're knocking on, though, too. You could invite certain spirits in, and it matters. Depending on where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do, the destination is that castle. That castle that everyone's trying to get to. Why? Because they gotta rescue someone. Gotta rescue someone. Who? We gotta rescue Toby, the child. For many of you, we've gotta rescue our inner child. Rescuing the inner child. Ooh. I'm getting so many downloads, I don't even know. I don't even know. Virgo. Rescuing the inner child. Templates. Let me know if you're dealing with Sage, Sagittarius, or Gemini. Okay? Knock at the door, but which door knocker do you use? And who's going to bear the weight of time? time. Someone maybe who wasn't there your whole life. Many of you were raised by single parents. Someone held the brunt or of the responsibility in a family connection. Many of you are, some of you are single children also, but still, I mean, child rearing. Who's going to take the time? Who's going to make, if this is divorce, guys, I don't know why I just got that. If this is divorce, you're trying to allocate between your partner. Who's going to take the kids? What times of the year are you going to have the kids? This is division of assets. Six of Pentacles can be division of assets. Judgment is here. This decision is not easy, guys. It's not easy. Or maybe your parents got divorced when you were younger. Healing time. We're healing time, right? All right, at the throat. King of Wands. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So this could be the person you're dealing with. They're holding a lizard, and you could be seeing lizards here. Lizards of transformation, shapeshifter energy. This person shapeshifts. Again, they take on different personas, different identities even. Someone could be literally on the run, too. I'm getting that. Something about changing our identity. Know wherever we have to go, wherever we have to travel, because maybe you're avoiding child support. There's that. Oh, God. Don't tell me. This could be this person, too, so don't. Anyway, guys, these are real issues. Someone's maybe even running from child support or being the proper provider the way they need to be. And Judgment's calling you on it. Someone ran from their duties for a long time, okay? It's caused more chaos, conflict, and concern for a long time, and they're being asked to deal with it. They're going to deal with it. An issue that you thought was frozen in time, somewhere in time, okay? Someone wanted to forget about this issue. The divine is calling karma on a situation where someone lied and someone exposed the liar. Someone exposed the liar. Okay. All right, King of Wands. Heavy Sagittarius here. We're shapeshifting. We're trying to disguise our identity again. At the throat, where we speak, is how we use our voice. What words are we going to tell today? What lies are we going to tell today? Or maybe you're exposing the lie about someone else. You're telling on somebody. You're ratting somebody out. I am getting rats, actually, or mice. We're ratting someone out. Why? Why are we tattletaling? Tattletaling. This person is tattletaling, Virgo. They're a tattletale. Ooh, they're a snitch. They're a snitch. That was also a Libra's message last week. Let me know if you're dealing with a Libra. Their energy's not here, but you let me know. Someone's a snitch. Someone told on the other person. Yes, they did. Someone. Yes, they did, Virgo. And Libra suddenly shows up. Justice. God dang. Libra, all of a sudden in the house. So many hands involved in this situation. Justice. Oh, at the brow chakra. You mentioned Libra, and what do? They show right up. Goodness gracious. We do have a lot of Sag energy. Judgment. Maybe Scorpio in there a little bit, but Judgment, Sag, Aries, Leo, Sag, now Libra in the building. I tried to tell you, this could be involvement with the law, guys. Someone exposed the truth, okay? You or this person And the divine is calling it out. It's calling it out. Someone's receiving their karma. We have helping hands here. Helping hands. And which way do you want to go? Well, you can go up or down. Okay, up or down. Which way do you want to go? You can start at the end, start at the beginning, or start at the end. Someone knows the karma is having to start all the way over from where they began. Or, let's say, even if you arrived at the end, technically you have to just recycle that level all over again. You have to complete the level you just beat all over again. Well, you're going to do it from experience this time, but not necessarily, because the labyrinth is always changing. It's never the same level twice. Ooh, Lord. Virgo. Some of you love games, like you're game designers, or you work in the gaming industry, or you just enjoy games, Virgo. We got to have truth. We see the truth. We know the truth at the brow. We can see it. Justice is here. Balancing the knowing. We know that we have to face the truth. We have to face karma. Or we got to face that Libra. Ooh, oh. Or this Libra person, King of Wands, has to face you. It will be fair. It will be equal. It will be just. Whatever this is. Whatever this is. In the crown. Five of junk. Five of junk. Nothing really elevated here above 5, did it? Well, we have 6 here. We digressed. We went from the 6 to the 5. And we stayed at a 5. Oh, Virgo. Whoever fucked with you they're about to lose everything for fucking with you, Virgo. They're literally about to lose everything for fucking with you. Karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch, Virgo. These people, this person, is about to lose everything that they tried to take from you. Yes. What they didn't give in the past. Okay? Everything they tried to take where it was not equal. Okay? Do. Virgo, it's some rough energy. I'm not gonna lie. But if you resonate with this and you know what part of your story this is, let's get the tea here in just a second. I want to get your advice from Spirit. 10 of Cups. 10 of Pots. Family. You're coming out of it, though. Ooh. Coming out of the 10 of Cups. For Virgo. More secrets. The High Priestess. And the 10 of Swords. 10 of Air. 10 of Feathers. Someone got betrayed heavily. Let me know if you're dealing with a Pisces. And honestly, now they're betraying the other person. I feel like there were 2 people here. Even though technically there's only one. This could have been the person of interest or you, Virgo. I feel like you got your detective hat on. Okay. This High Priestess exposed a lie. And then they kept real quiet. Or you can't find this person, or they can't find you anymore, Virgo. They stabbed you in the back and betrayed you, this person, maybe even this partner. And the very person, whoever got betrayed here, they're being betrayed now. Ooh! The very thing they tried to do to you is now happening to them, okay? And the short of it, the short of it. And now you just need to sit quiet. Sit still. Be the mystery. Be the mystery this person never knew you were. Be the mystery, Virgo. Okay? Be hard to get. Be hard to get. Be very hard to get. Remember, if you enter a connection or a partnership, depending on the way you enter it is the way you're going to exit it, you know? So keep your integrity about you. Another message from Libra. Keeping your integrity about you, you know? Let's read the energy of the Oracle's gift. The Oracle's gift is truth-telling. Having integrity with ourselves. Maybe yeah. Let's see what this was all about. The second sight, clairvoyance, seeing the future, fate as a future determined by the choices you make now. Seeing the signs around you, recognizing potentials versus absolute determinism. When we ask for a sign from the universe, we are essentially asking for divine guidance that we believe needs to come from a source outside of us. Wrong! This is because we don't always trust our intuition. No shit. Someone did not trust their intuition. You need to trust yours. Okay? This is because we don't always trust our intuition, our ability to read between the lines and see beyond time and space, and so we ask for signs and look for a mystical reassurance that our mundane lives don't seem to offer. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that is already inside us, that we already know. Oracles show up in a myriad of ways. Sometimes you see a billboard or hear a song or pull an oracle card and you get the exact message you need to support your choices or show you the way forward. Regardless of how the sign appears, an oracle is a reminder that you are part of this vast universe. You are witnessed by the great mystery and loved and cared for. It's a reminder that life is magical. You are magical. Today, trust in your own capacity to know what is right, to tune in to source, and also be able to read the signs reflecting what is true and real within you. Let this oracle give you the gift of knowing that you are indeed on the right track. Repeat the mantra, the light within me creates miracles in my life. The magic inside you, outside you, all around, and within you. The light within me creates magic and miracles within my life. I hope there was a message in here for you, Virgo. I hope you found some resolution to what it is you're searching for, too. Okay, you're not frozen in time. You're breaking the mold, okay? I love you guys so much. I will see you next time. Take care. Oh yeah, please remember to like the video. If anything resonated with you, I do appreciate you. Thanks, Virgo.